today I'm here for Top 5 Tuesday, but I just want to let you guys know that I have like a cold at the moment, so if my voice sounds weird during this video, that is why. I couldn't talk a couple of days ago and now it just keeps breaking like I'm a 14-year-old boy, so I am sorry for that. But today's video is going to be about the top 5 love interest I would have broken up with. I've done a video in the past where I did the top 5 worst love interest, and some of those are going to be on this list because they are the worst and I would not have continued to date them, even though most of the time the characters continue to date them and you're like, they're the worst. Why would you be with them? They are the actual worst. But anyway guys, I'm excited to do this video, so let's get started. Number 5 on my list is Mal from Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. The reason for this is just because he's so boring. And like, there's not a big fan base for Mal. Like, even when they cast the actor in the TV show, I'm just like, cool, they've got him right. He looks so boring. I would have chosen Nikolai, so I would have broken up with Mal because I don't see the point of dating Mal, because I did think he was a bit territorial of Alina and I feel that I would not have liked that behavior. And even the Darkling was a better pick than Mal, even though the Darkling is a solid evil bloke. Mal was just so boring and I just could not put up with that relationship. Number 4 on my list is Peter Kravinsky from To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. In the first book, Peter's pretty sweet. I did like him in this, but in the second book, he just broke my heart because he would just not stop with the whole Genevieve thing, and I just feel like I wouldn't want to date someone when I'm constantly worried if they actually want to be with me, or are they cheating on me, or do they still love their old girlfriend. I feel like the pressure of that would just be too much, and he does make bad decisions where he does end up picking Genevieve over Lara Jean, and you need to pick your girlfriend. Okay, dude? You just need to make sure she feels confident with you and safe, and I definitely think I would have broken up with him. Number 3 on my list is Ention from Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. I mean, the dude was cheating on his girlfriend the whole time, so I don't think cheating is a good way to start a relationship, and the fact that he was with the other girl, and by the end of the book, he's just like, oh, it was never the same. I didn't feel anything for her anymore. You should have broken up with her then, before you met Anna. If everything was going shit, you should have made sure that you were open to start dating Anna straight away. And the fact that she forgives him straight up, being all like, oh, it's fine, when like they kiss and then everyone knows, and then Ention has this big thing with his girlfriend, and I'm just like, dude, this is so wrong. You don't cheat. Like, just instantly, if you are a cheater, you're just gonna get dumped. Number 2 on my list is Tamlin from A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas. But honestly, like, I'm biased because I would date Rhysand, not Tamlin, but he was the beast in the first book. He was a great character, and like, yeah, there is signs of when he becomes an asshole, but in the first book he was amazing. I loved Tamlin, and because I never knew Rhysand, and I hated Rhysand when I was first reading this book because I'm like, dude, you're stopping up Feyre and Tamlin's relationship. But in the second book, he is controlling, he is overbearing, he's too protective, and he ends up locking up Feyre, and he causes her pain when he thinks he's going to help her, and that is just not a good thing. So I would dump his ass, and I'm so glad Feyre did dump his ass because he sucks. And number 1 on my list is Devlin from the Stormglass trilogy by Marie V. Schneider. So this was the trilogy set in the middle of the 6 books of the Poison Study series, because you've got Poison Study, Magic Study, Fire Study, these 3 books, and then another 3 books that are set 6 years later. I read the whole lot. Bad decision, honestly, because they just went down here from Poison Study, so you are not going to get me recommending reading the whole thing. Read the first book so you can see the amazingness of Yelena and Valak's relationship, but the rest of it just goes downhill. But this is a book where I don't understand how the main love interest never forgave Devlin for what he did, because he was the bad guy and he did all this bad shit, and he actually possessed her like boyfriend and had sex with her, and I'm like, okay, that is rape. That right there is rape, because she doesn't consent to have sex with you. She consents to have it with her boyfriend, and this is the dude that like years ago tortured her for 3 days, and then he's all like, oh, I know you're real strong, and I'm like, yeah, because you tortured her for so long and she was able to fight you off. But honestly, it is so shit how horrible he is. Like, there is things that you can do with the enemies to lover trope that work, but you can't have a full-on enemy that's raping and hurting and killing, and then suddenly they flip 180 to being the best character ever. When I'm reading it later, when he's actually a good guy and all the characters love him, I'm like, dude is a bad guy, and I just, oh, it irritates me so much that I try not to think about these books as much as I can. But I am just so horrified that this is like romantic, and I would have dumped his ass. So guys, these are the books where I would have dumped all their asses because it's not good behavior. Seriously, there is a lot of times where I think people just stay in relationships because they think it's going to get better, but honestly, these like patterns could come back and it's just not good. But anyway guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!